For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Focus program. Got very interesting things lined up for you. Allison Arnold will be along in just a second to talk to us about the second annual St. Clair Authorfest, which is really a great idea and got a great reception last year. Then Colleen Everett's going to be along to bring us up to date on the next guest from Port Huron Town Hall. And then finally, Todd Bigger has got lots of information about the American Legion and what's going to be happening in November. Welcome back, Allison Arnold, the St. Clair Area Library System Director.
Correct.
Got the whole title out and everything else. Welcome.
Thank you.
Authorfest started last year. Great inspiration, great idea. Talk to me about it.
So St. Clair Authorfest was inspired by some talk between the library staff, the branch lead, who unfortunately has retired. So now
Julie Aliff.
Yep. She worked with her friends group.
Yep.
And they came up with this wonderful idea to bring authors, Michigan authors, to St. Clair.
Oh, okay.
For the purposes of having an opportunity for the community and for visitors to the community, St. Clair community specifically, to meet authors, talk to authors about their process, talk about the publication process, answer questions, and generally just give community members an opportunity to meet their favorite authors.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And so last year, I think you had 4 authors too.
Correct.
And they were placed at different locations, different venues.
Yes, the idea is not just to highlight the St. Clair Branch Library, but also to highlight the community.
Okay.
So the opportunity to have multiple authors throughout the day kind of makes it like a progressive activity where people can go see. And because St. Clair, the downtown area, is a walkable community, it makes it much more enjoyable for people to go spend an hour with an author, walk to lunch, go to the next author, and we think that it's just a wonderful possibility to showcase St. Clair and showcase the library and all the wonderful things that the Friends do to help support us.
We've thrown up the slide. The first one was, let's see,
Angeline Boley.
Okay, and that one is, these are all on the Saturday the 14th.
Correct.
And talk to me about the authors.
Okay, so Angeline Boley, excuse me, she is actually one of the featured authors for the state of Michigan this year.
Wow.
And she wrote a title called The Firekeeper's Daughter, which you see up there. She has a new book coming out, or has just come out, called Warrior Girl Unearthed. And you may gather from the titles and from maybe Angeline's name that she is an Indigenous American.
Oh, wonderful.
So there is an opportunity there to get to know her, get to know her writing, and then I'll also ask her about, her life here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, we have Viola Shipman, also known as Wade Rouse.
Okay.
So Wade Rouse writes as Viola Shipman, and he writes. There's a book entitled "Famous in a Small Town," and he writes from the perspective of a woman. And it's
my God!
It's very interesting. It's very cozy, and it's warm and they're nice stories.
Yeah.
And he will be at the Warwater.
Oh, at Warwater.
Yes.
So the first one was at the library. Angeline.
Angeline Boley is actually at the church on, let me see, make sure I've got the...
Congregational Church.
It is at the 300 Adams Street.
Okay.
Yep. And she's at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep. Wade Rouse, or Viola Shipman, is at the Warwater Brewery at 201 North Riverside, and he is at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Yep. And then in the morning, we kind of went backwards in
Right.
time. But in the morning, we have a duo who's coming. It's John Moy and Wendy Anderson Halperin, and they do children's books.
Oh, okay.
And Ms. Halperin is the illustrator, and John Moy is the writer.
And where will they be?
They will be at the St. Clair branch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Finally, we get to use the branch.
That's right, at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m.
Okay.
So,
I think you're going to use the children's room?
well, it depends on how many people
Okay.
are interested. So, we would really like for patrons or people who are interested in this event to register, just so that we
Yeah.
can keep account of numbers.
How many chairs you're going to need?
Exactly, yeah. And you can do that by going to the library's website, which is stclaircountylibrary.org,
Okay.
and click on the events tab. And the whole calendar will come up, and then you will also be able to see where this event on October 14th is, and you can register for that
Okay.
event. We're hoping to see lots of wonderful, excited people, and because this is our second year, I want to thank the Friends of the St. Clair Library for all their hard work. I also want to thank Julie for getting us going, because she kind of started us planning this
She'll
year.
probably be around.
I hope so. I hope so. She should enjoy this,
Right.
without having to move chairs and things for us.
Right. She can be just a listener and an enjoyer.
That's right. That's right. And we also have several folks who are supporters. We'd like to thank Cargill Salt. We'd like to thank the Women's League of St. Clair Women's League,
Right.
excuse me, the St. Clair Rotary Club,
Yeah.
Fifth Third Bank, of course the Friends of the Library of the St. Clair Library, as well as the Marilyn Zwang Library Fund.
Oh, okay,
with the
Marilyn.
Yep, with the Community Foundation. We were able to utilize some of those funds to help us with this.
We need to talk about the fourth author.
The fourth author.
Isn't there?
Well, the Mui and
Oh.
Halperin are together.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that, okay.
Yep.
then.
So 3 venues, 3 different opportunities to meet and greet with authors, ask questions, learn about their processes, and enjoy, we hope, a beautiful fall day
Yeah.
in St. Clair.
And how much is the admission?
The admission is absolutely free.
I wondered. I was waiting for that. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a
right.
beautiful word, a 4-letter word.
That's right.
It says free.
Yep. Library programs are free to the community, free to visitors to the community, and by the graces of our support from the community itself, we are able to help to provide program that is educational, interesting, entertaining, and exciting, I think.
Do you need volunteers at the venues?
I don't believe so. I think the Friends have got everything under control.
wow.
They are
Okay.
some amazing women, let me
Okay.
tell you, and men.
Okay.
But they're ready to go. And then we will also have some staff available to help keep things
Moving.
running smoothly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got a church, we got a bar, and we got the library.
Absolutely.
So that's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool venues.
Yeah. But please, if I want to remind everybody, if you do want to come, you don't have to register, but we would really love
Yeah.
to have those
Would help
numbers
you.
so that we can, so we have enough seats, and we don't want people to have to stand if they don't have
Right,
to.
right.
Yeah.
Allison, I salute you guys for keeping it going and
Oh.
getting it through the second
Thank you.
year. And
Yes.
the authors sound wonderful, so it should be a great day for everybody.
Yep.
October the 14th, which is a Saturday.
Yep.
Starts at 10 in the morning.
Starts at 10.
And then the next one is at
1,
1.
and the
then,
next one is at 4.
Okay, so you can get one or all 3 or,
Yep.
or whatever your needs are that day.
That's right. Yep.
Thanks for
Thank you
sharing with
so
that.
much.
You did a great job of explaining it.
Oh, good.
And we'll look forward to having seeing big crowds in town.
Good.
We'll be back with Colleen Everett, and she's going to bring us up to date on what's happening at that exciting group called Port Huron Town Hall in just a second. We've had some guests over the last few weeks from Port Huron Town Hall, which has been around for eons and done wonderful things with wonderful speakers. That continues this year. Joining us from their publicity department and interior director department is Colleen Everett. Welcome back.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me.
You've had the first event
We
with
did.
the John
Lithgow.
Oh, and
it
they'll
was.
throw that picture up of John for people that don't know who John is.
Yes.
But talk to me how it went.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. Iconic American actor. Played Winston Churchill on The Crown, and
Yeah, yeah.
so many movies, and I mean he's done it all, and he's written a bunch of children's books.
Really?
And music, and so he actually performed one of his songs. He was just so entertaining, and his platform is making sure that we have arts education in our schools.
That's so important.
And it's so important because it's not only teaching people about this subject matter, music or theater, whatever, but it's teaching people how to be able to present themselves,
Yep.
speak in front of a group,
Yes.
work as a
Yes.
team, so many life skills, and
Yes.
so many students that find their place
Yep.
there and just blossom, and it's
Well,
amazing.
a week ago we had Stephanie Graham from the Boardwalk Theater, the
Yes.
education director.
Yes.
And she had 2 young girls with her who were in a Disney,
Yeah, they're doing Descendants.
Descendants.
Yes.
and they were so nervous and they were so excited because they were going to sing on TV. It was a wonderful experience, it's just as
Oh,
you're
it's fantastic.
alluding to.
It's just amazing. Wonderful.
Just
So
the same thing he's talking about.
exactly. And it's so important. It's so
Yeah.
important, and I hope all the schools around here
Yeah, they do.
take
Green City and
notice
St.
that we've
Clair
got to
have
do
really
it.
good theater groups. and
Yes, and
So we're lucky to have
wonderful.
that. We'll have that. Okay, who's the next guest?
next guest is Allison Victoria. She's
Okay.
coming on October 9th. She is on HGTV.
Oh, one of the hosts there.
Yes, and she has a show called Windy City Rehab.
Yes.
She's from Chicago. So I think, so many people love designing,
Yeah.
going into their homes, or maybe they've moved into a space
Right.
that they, it's not exactly how they would have done it.
Right.
So instead of wanting to spend a fortune, do-it-yourself projects are wonderful. So
So you brought
that's-
along some pictures of the before and after. So this is the before picture. Tell me about it.
Yes, so this is a fireplace that we inherited. This is my house.
Oh, this is your house.
This is
okay.
my house. And it wasn't, the style or color that we were interested in.
Right.
And we investigated, just ripping it out, starting
Yeah.
over. And all that was good, and I did plan on doing that. But in the meantime, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to paint it white,
Yeah,
put a mantle on it, and see what happens.
Right.
And I love it.
yeah,
So, just simple things that
So-
cost me, a couple of cans of paint.
right, right.
It's great.
So that's work that you did, not the work that the speaker did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
work that I
okay.
did. But I do it with a friend of mine,
Yeah.
and we work together. She gives me ideas and says,
Right.
"Yeah, that works," or "That doesn't work," and we love figuring
Yeah.
out what works. And the second picture here is my living room, which completely transformed by putting draperies and
Yeah.
changing the color palette.
So
and,
it's simple.
It's simple, and it's so much fun. So I think that lots of people, men and women, would love to hear Allison Victoria.
Yeah.
And what are the trends today? What does she do when she goes into a space and reimagines it?
Right.
And so just to hear her stories, her before and afters, and ask questions about
Sort of like taking
how
a
she
blank,
does it.
for
Yeah.
an artist, taking a blank piece of paper and doing something.
Exactly.
Cool stuff.
Yeah,
Cool stuff.
so it's
All right,
good.
after her, who is the next 2 speakers?
Then we have John O'Leary. He's coming on November 13th, and he is a most inspirational speaker. He was a burn victim. He wrote a best-selling book called On Fire.
Oh,
And if you really want to, be fired up about life and persevering and all those wonderful things, overcoming a tragedy, really must hear him. We're really trying to get school groups, service organizations, churches, people that just would love to hear
inspiration.
an inspirational story. And in fact, we're offering a group sale
Oh, wow.
ticket.
Good idea.
So, yep, if you have a group of 20 or more, It takes $15 off the individual price
Wow,
for that ticket.
wow.
So that's a good value.
Substantial.
Yeah.
Substantial.
And you know, Paul, our luncheon is sold out historically, but lots of restaurants stay open after our show too. Kate's Downtown is a great example. So in Port Huron. So.
And then the final speaker?
Final speaker is Barb Payton, and she is on November 11th. Barb is a local Port Huron native, and she was backup singer for Bob Seger and lots of other people, but she traveled with him for years until he retired.
So there's still good seats available. Not a bad seat in McMorran.
There really isn't. Our main floor is sold out, but there's balcony seats available. Just go on our website.
And what's that website?
PortHuronTownHall.com, and then there's a link there for tickets. Takes you right to McMorran's box
And is that
office.
link good for the groups too?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, there's information there about all of our ticket prices. You can get an individual ticket. So if you don't want to purchase the whole series,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
you know, you can just go for one event.
Yeah.
And actually, if you purchase a series ticket, it's like getting 4 for the price of 3.
Right.
So you could still be a series person right now and still, you know, take advantage of that discount.
Any discussion about 2024?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Very soon, we're going to know who's coming. It hasn't been announced yet. I don't even know, but the committee that chooses people.
They're working on it.
They are, and so they're
excited.
They're getting ready. Yes, I know it'll be fantastic, and that is going to be our 70th year.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Colleen, I'm sorry that you're not enthused.
Well, you know what? I love this organization.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It shows.
Good.
shows.
I hope everyone takes advantage of the people that we bring here.
So the next speaker date is?
The next speaker date is October 9th, Allison,
Okay, so
Victoria.
it's right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
And you can
You
still
can
get
still
tickets.
get your tickets.
Go to PortHuronTownHall.com.
Townhall.com. Thanks, Paul.
Always a pleasure.
Love
Always a
talking to you.
pleasure. All righty, our next guest will be Mr. Bigger, Todd Bigger, and he's got a lot of information about the American Legion on Clinton Avenue and some programs coming up the first part of November for veterans and for seniors. We'll be right back. The month of October, lots of things are happening, as we've been telling you about. And there's one event coming up in November that we wanted to touch base on with our good friend Todd Bigger, the St.Clair Fun organizer. Nice to see you again, sir.
Thank you, Paul. It's nice being here.
We had nice interviews with you, 2 or 3, over the summer period with a thing called St.Clair Homecoming. How'd that go?
St. Clair Homecoming turned out very well. Had one cancellation with the golf outing because of the rain, but everything else, the tournaments, the events, food at the Legion from the old restaurants, it was fantastic. We had a real good supportive turnout.
Card games and
Card games, yeah, we had euchre, we had mahjong, we had cornhole. We just had quite a few events going on. And
lots of people.
yeah, and so next year at the end of August, look forward to the 3rd annual.
I think it's wonderful, and I'm so proud of you because it takes an inspiration of one individual, and that's what happened here. You got a thought, and you got an idea, and you put it to work, and you had a successful event.
Yep, and I thank you.
Well,
you helped carry it through. You gave me the stage to get it out there.
I hope a little bit, but I think it was you yourself that did it. So what's your next big project?
Okay, we're starting, we're not starting, we're doing a veterans program on November 1st in 2023. It's for veterans and seniors, local seniors. It's not just veterans.
So you don't have to be a veteran?
No, but in the morning part, that is for veterans, for family members of veterans, It could be widows. It could be a family member who has a parent who's a veteran. It's also for caregivers of veterans.
Oh, okay.
So we've invited the VA to come in and provide information.
Wonderful.
We'd like to do a one-stop shop set
Yeah.
up there at the American Legion up on 1322 Clinton Avenue,
Right.
where people can come in and listen to the services that are available, ask the questions they need to ask, and then pursue what they need to know.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's not only for
This is the beginning of October, and that's the beginning of November, but you thought it was important to get it out so that people could plan.
Right. I can never get the information out soon enough
Right.
on this type of program. And November 1st will come very quickly. I
Yes.
know that from before.
Yes.
And I will be getting flyers out to different places, but I know no matter how hard I try, it's hard to get the information out to everyone. So I'm hoping that people will help spread the information about this program.
So this could be an hour event on Veterans Program from 11 to noon, and lunch will be served, and then at noon till 12:45, veterans and seniors enjoy lunch behalf of the
American Legion.
American Legion,
Uh-huh.
and then a senior program. Okay, from 1 till 3. So it's a full day activity.
It sure is. The afternoon program for the seniors, and I would like veterans to know that they're welcome to this part too, because it involves quite a few different programs.
Go ahead.
This year, I'm a member of the Commission
Right.
on Aging
Right.
for St. Clair County.
Okay.
And through that agency, I'm even now more aware of programs available to seniors. And they're very helpful. They're very
Right.
supportive of all different needs of seniors.
Right.
So some it might be income-based, it's not all income-based, it's for everybody.
Right.
So this program for seniors, I'll be inviting the Council on Aging.
Okay.
In Council on Aging, I'm just giving you a few examples of different things that these groups do. They provide assistance with chores at home. They provide services on home repairs, indoor
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
and outdoors. They help with daily living assistance. They also help with transportation services. They have hearing and vision access available to different
Yeah,
places.
those two those two are new programs for the Council on Aging, and they're wonderful programs for people that are hearing impaired and sight impaired. So
Correct.
people should check on both those programs.
Yeah, so it's great. So
Yeah.
there's many more that the Council on Aging provides, including euchre play, they play mahjong, they have different quilting, they have different programs going on in Port Huron and Marine City at the Washington Center. They also have several different types of programs that are available to area seniors. So it's just hopeful that we can get all this information out to everyone about these programs and what they do. And not just for the people, the seniors themselves, but hopefully they'll pass it on to their friends.
Right.
And they'll talk about different choices that they
Right.
can make. The next service that will be brought in is the Lakeshore Legal Aid.
Good idea.
Yeah, and they also work closely with the Agency on Aging, or the Council on Aging. They work, they'll help seniors with wills, domestic violence, Social Security. They also help with land contracts. They do a program on fraud, different schemes that are going on that seniors can know about that'll help them prevent serious problems once they get into them.
Right.
So they're there to help with all these different types
Internet
of
scams and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
Correct, scams was the word I was looking for. Mortgage and tax foreclosures. They cover a variety of different areas
Okay.
for all seniors,
All right.
anyone 60 and over. And the Life Skills Centers, also through the Council on Aging, provides a memory care program for seniors with Alzheimer's and different forms of dementia. And it's a program that's offered right there in Port Huron at the Council on Aging building on the upstairs level.
And this is all going to be going on November the 1st.
Correct.
Okay, keep going.
Yep, and Visiting Nurses Association will be there. They just started a PERS program. And
A
that's
PERS program.
PERS, yep.
Oh.
And it's a kind of a necklace type
Oh, okay.
little machine with a button on it that seniors can wear in case they fall and they don't have anyone around.
Okay.
They have contact numbers. They can detect the fall. They can make the contact numbers. I just helped
Cool stuff.
Yeah, I just helped a friend get into it.
Yeah.
And it's just a real easy process, and it's good to know about. Some is income-based. They can get the service for free. Others will have a small fee for the monthly charge. It's just a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And they also offer primary care providers information on relief that's available for them, respite care. They also offer bereavement support. And these are just some of the activities that are coming up that seniors coming to the program will hear and have the choice to be a part of.
All right. And then you've got some information on the Post Legion 382 that you want to share too.
Sure. Yeah, and just a reminder that on that Veterans Day program and Seniors Day, Veterans is in the morning.
Okay.
And then in the afternoon they're invited to the lunch, both groups.
Okay.
From 12 to 12:45.
There's no charge.
No charge.
For any of it.
Nope. And thanks to the Legion.
Good.
And then senior citizen services and programs available in St. Clair County for the seniors from 1 to 3. And at the conclusion of that program, there will be a strawberry and ice cream time
I'll
available.
stop for that.
Yeah, come in for everything. It's going to be a real nice program. It's going to be quick and easy. The presenters are in the afternoon will do a short presentation, but then they're going to be set up, placed around our hall in different areas so people can contact them individually or talk to them individually and keep their questions private.
Wonderful,
so,
wonderful.
Everybody benefits. So I'm sorry.
No
I
problem.
just wanted
No
to
problem.
add that to it.
No, that's fine.
The Legion has been very busy planning from now through January. And we have fish dinners and breakfasts coming up on a monthly basis.
Oh, good.
And
You had those a couple of years ago before COVID that sort of stopped it for a while, and now they're back, all the dinners and Sunday dinners and breakfasts.
Yeah, and due to the cost of everything, now the price has gone up a little bit.
No, people understand.
But, yeah, the fish dinners and shrimp, usually fish and shrimp together, is $15. That's all you can eat.
15.
15. That's
Okay.
all you can eat. And then the Sunday breakfast is $10. That's also
that's not
all
bad.
you can eat.
Right.
And there's a wide selection of
good.
stuff. The Women's Auxiliary is doing their annual harvest dinner on October 6th, which is a week away.
Right.
And that's from 4 to 7. And they're doing roast turkey, roast pork, and several other side
You're making
dishes.
me hungry with strawberry shortcake and
Several other side dishes that will be available. So we invite everyone to be a part of that. Part of the fun too at the Legion is doing the casino trips in October and December. So we have in October on the 23rd a one-day trip to Firekeepers. The cost is $48. People get a $20 refund when they get there for play, and they also get a $5 food voucher. For those who are a little more energetic and want to go for overnight, there's a December 3rd and 4th program to Firekeepers, to Four Winds New Buffalo, and to Four Winds in Hartford. So those are 3 different stops that they'll make on that trip. And each trip...
Hartford, Connecticut?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Wow. Beautiful time of year to go, too.
Well, it's actually Hartford, Michigan, but... Unfortunately, it's... they're all
getting me confused
over
there.
in the Grand Rapids area. Sorry about that. It includes $70 in free play total and $25 in food vouchers at the different stops, not at each one, but it's shared over that amount. So the cost is $175 for 2 when they share a room, or it's a little bit more for one person if they choose to go independently. The Veterans Day is a big part of our November celebration in honor of all veterans, and that's November 11th, a Saturday. And we invite all the veterans to come in and their guests to enjoy food and fellowship from noon until 7 p.m. And on that day, again, there is no cost for the veterans. We value what they've done and their commitment to our country, and we thank them for their service. So this is just another nice gesture that.
And then more food.
Cookies with Santa.
Cookies with Santa, my God.
Coming up in December on the 10th. This is a family event. It's a public event. We invite families to come and see Santa, but also to enjoy cookies. And they will be working on some type of cookie exchange, and more information will be out on that also. That's an option that families coming in wish to be a part of. And the bottom part is a little just appreciation for people to let them know that our Legion exists. If they are interested in any kind of membership, they just have to stop in or contact us at any of our dinners. And if they wish just to come in and volunteer as a public person who wants to do public service, we'd love to have them. And that's also available if they wish.
Well, you've been involved with them for 5 or 6 years, or maybe even longer than that, and you've enjoyed it, and you've loved to share it. So I'm glad you came and brought us up to date.
Yeah.
Come back anytime you need to, and keep us informed on this wonderful day that's coming up in November the 1st. That's not on Veterans Day, but on November the 1st, Wednesday, really from 11 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Great activities for veterans and seniors.
Want to stop in and have a nice lunch with us?
Well, I'm going to have the ice cream and the strawberry.
We just
Allison's going to come along with me. So,
thank you very much.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till I see you at the American Legion for all that food. I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.